This video presentation provides comprehensive information on HARPTA for Hawaii real estate sellers. If you are considering selling your property in Hawaii, it is important to be aware of the Hawaii Real Property Tax Act. This law requires buyers of Hawaii real estate to withhold 7.25% of the gross sales price of the property at the time of sale and remit that amount to the Hawaii Department of Taxation. The purpose of HARPTA is to ensure that non-resident property owners who sell their properties in Hawaii pay their fair share of state taxes on the sale by withholding a portion of the sales price. The state of Hawaii can ensure that taxes owed are paid by non-resident sellers at the time of the sale. HARPTA applies to all non-resident sellers of Hawaii real estate. However, there are some exemptions to the law. For example, if the seller is a Hawaii resident or if the property is the seller's primary residence, then the buyer is not required to withhold any tax. Additionally, if the gain on the sale of the property is less than $150,000 and the seller has not been subject to HARPTA within the past 2 years, the withholding tax can be waived. Failure to comply with HARPTA can result in penalties and interest on the unpaid withholding tax. In some cases, the state of Hawaii may place a lien on the property until the tax is paid. It is important to seek professional advice to ensure compliance with the law and avoid any potential penalties or legal issues. If you are a non-resident seller of Hawaii real estate, you should be prepared to have 7.25% of the gross sales price withheld by the buyer at the time of sale. This amount will be remitted to the Hawaii Department of Taxation. If the seller is a non-resident of Hawaii and has had 7.25% of the gross sales price withheld by the buyer at the time of sale under HARPTA, the seller can file a Hawaii state tax return to request a refund of the withheld amount. To reclaim the HARPTA withholding, the seller must file Form N-288C or the application for tentative refund of withholding on disposition by a non-resident of Hawaii real property with the Hawaii Department of Taxation within 2 years after the end of the calendar year in which the sale occurred. The seller must attach a copy of the closing statement to the Form N-288C to show the amount of the gross sales price and the amount of the HARPTA withholding. The Department of Taxation will review the application and issue a refund if the seller is eligible for one. It's important to note that the amount of the refund may be less than the amount withheld if the seller owes taxes to the state of Hawaii or if the seller did not have sufficient income to offset the amount of the HARPTA withholding. If you have any questions about reclaiming HARPTA withholdings or need assistance with filing Form N-288C, it is recommended that you consult with a licensed tax professional or contact the Hawaii Department of Taxation for further information. HARPTA is an important law for non-resident sellers of Hawaii real estate to be aware of. Understanding the requirements of HARPTA and seeking professional advice can help ensure compliance with the law and avoid any potential penalties or legal issues. If you have any questions or concerns about HARPTA, it is recommended that you consult with a tax professional.